Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo November 15, 2022. Focusing on the home, family, and personal matters can be beneficial and soothing today. It's not especially easy to understand one another at times today, but trying to can lead to helpful critical thinking or detours. A Venus-Pluto influence can bring a healthy dose of self-honesty or new insight into a relationship or venture. You're in excellent shape for focusing on activities that promote emotional renewal. Look to the talents and resources of others to see if these can benefit a business. Something buried regarding your relationships and feelings can emerge now for release, and it's satisfying. It's a powerful time for healing relationship rifts or reviewing your financial situation. You're radiating healing energy, and this adds much to your charm. Prepare for an especially intense day when it comes to the love department. The energy will be especially thick. This is because Venus, our sweet goddess of love and beauty, is spinning in your solar 8th house and linking to powerhouse Pluto. On the one hand, this can bring tremendous passion to existing relationships, adding spice, desire, intimacy, and rapture. However, on a negative note, it can create fatal attraction, especially for singles who may be tempted into a karmic entanglement or affair. You may notice immense power struggles and control issues emerging now in relationships, too, so don't do anything that will leave you burnt down the line. What will make you feel empowered in your line of work? As Venus in Scorpio sextiles Pluto in Capricorn, you might become increasingly focused on what you can accrue or invest in to transform your work and life. It might be time to go deeper than ever before with a specific niche within your career path, financial opportunity, or professional endeavor. An accomplishment or intimate relationship could play a part in your ever-evolving career path. Do not be afraid to ask hard-hitting questions to ensure that you are in control and have authority over your decisions. It was just 6 days ago that as an eclipsing full moon in your income sector, the moon put pressure on the Sun, Venus, and Mercury on the other side of the sky in your financial sector. Today the conditions couldn't be more different, with the moon not only at a friendly aspect to all three but with growing support from lucky Jupiter. This is helping to turn your financial confidence around. There may be some conflict today between what you are willing to do for someone else and what you are willing to do for yourself. Or the conflict could be at work and concern not only you but some office mates as well. Whenever conflict rears its head, there is opportunity for learning. To learn from conflict, we need to step back and get some perspective on it. Deep breathing helps very much in this regard. Keep aware of your breath and all will be well. If you find yourself feeling somewhat apprehensive and cautious today, it won't be surprising. It's a 4-day, and this can happen during this vibration. This is a great time to throw yourself into your work, especially things that are familiar to you. Don't let it bother you if you do feel a little out of sorts. You'll feel back to your usual daring self tomorrow. Just make the most of the energy to get a lot accomplished. You'll find your ability to focus quite enhanced. The moon finds itself in the right place at the right time today, not only at a friendly aspect to the lineup of planets in your financial sector but just as they are getting growing support from Jupiter and Neptune, the planets of luck and dreams. This is helping to amplify something that is already helping to fuel your financial confidence, instincts and imagination while allowing this to spill over into home and family matters as well. After clashing as a total lunar eclipse 6 days ago, the Sun and Moon are back in harmony. For much of the last few months the focus has been on your relationships, and even now, the communication gods are working to keep the communication lines open. However, things are about to take a romantic turn, beginning with the Moon's return to your romantic sector tomorrow and Venus, the planet of love's return to an adventurous part of your chart a day later. There is something exciting in the wind. Our eyes in the sky. Today, you'll feel eager to connect on an intellectual and emotional level, but if those around you aren't able to keep up conversationally, you might need to look for ways to expand your social circle. Watch out for negative influences throughout the morning, as Venus and Pluto engage. These vibes can bring out controlling or possessive behaviors, so you'll want to keep an eye out for them in both yourself and others. Diplomacy can go a long way right now, so give others the space to truly be heard. This energy is perfect for celebrating love in all its forms, so you'll want to look for ways to connect with your nearest and dearest. Later, the vibe shifts significantly as Mercury and Mars share a minor frustration. This brings some intensity to the table over the next couple of days, which can help make or break a bond. Be ready for some intense and meaningful conversations that could go a long way to changing your life. After midnight, Venus sextiles Pluto in Capricorn, intensifying our love lives. Venus in Scorpio desires passion. It demands relational dynamics that transcend the mundane and evolve our understanding of romance. Yet, it is also concerned with power. If we are not careful, a bid for loyalty can metastasize into trust issues. The sextile is an easygoing aspect, so rather than prompting chaos, it will simply allow jealous behavior to continue unchecked. We might even the other's urge to possess us to be flattering. Becoming consumed with another's movements would be an unhealthy manifestation of this transit. However, if all parties are engaging with one another consciously, this influence can enhance close connections through sex or moments of deep intimacy. Before noon, the Cancer moon trines the Scorpio sun, helping us to feel at peace. Our emotional and egoic needs are in sync. We can focus our willpower to tackle work or career matters, but we may prefer to spend this time at home, nesting, relaxing, or hanging out with loved ones. This can be a good time for reflecting upon our past or family traditions without going too deep down a nostalgia wormhole. However, we may also intentionally distance ourselves from friends or allies because we want our own way, and a refusal to compromise has left us in the lurch. Additional environmental factors could be at play here, with adverse weather or physical distance adding to the story. Expect lonely feelings to gradually ease up over the course of the day. In the early afternoon, the Sun and Juno align in Capricorn, providing us with the confidence to make practical commitments. We might find ourselves starting a new career path or accepting greater responsibilities within an existing role. We also associate our identity with the success of relational commitments destined for engagement or marriage. This aspect may even mark an occasion to propose. Although our ego is currently aligned with pledges we've made, our needs are bound to change over time. Be bold in your declarations but leave some wiggle room to update vows in the future. That way, they will continue to be wholehearted engagements rather than rote obligations. The caveat is that even though the morning gave us such high hopes, and we want to move forward with our plans and dreams, the cosmos is telling us that today is not the right time. Rather than allow yourself to feel stuck between a rock and a hard place, you can make a list of the goals you want to reach in the next few days. The dream isn't over. It's just on pause. The prospect of change and the work that goes with it could also feel like a daunting challenge to take on, which is exactly why breaking things into smaller, more digestible steps should be a priority. It's also important to remember that it's okay to step back from your responsibilities for a bit, especially if you're feeling highly stressed or tightly wounded.